guys, how we doing? Today is the 28th of February 2022 and we are fast approaching to March, which is like, how did we get here already? Yesterday was Christmas, for goodness sakes. What is going on? As it is, as some of you will already know, Bertha has arrived. Bertha 2.0 has arrived. Yay! I am more excited than I can absolutely tell you. House has not been turned around yet. I have to get onto that today. And I will be getting onto that later on this afternoon. Yeah, so this next month, Tanny and I will be eating pretty much whatever is in the house. We will not be putting money into food. If we are, it's going to be less than a tenner a week. Less than a tenner a week. We don't actually need to do that because we have pretty much everything we need. The only thing we're allowing ourselves is bread and milk for Tanny's wheat bix in the morning and his sandwiches for work, and anything that he wants in his sandwiches, we can get that too. But we are going to go through the freezers and through the pantries and only eat pretty much what we've got. So what you are seeing, what you saw on my Instagram yesterday was the first one of those meals. Actually it wasn't, it was the third one. Second, because we made breakfast last all day. What you've seen in the beginning of this video is 2 of the sausages that were left over from yesterday's breakfast that I'd found in the bottom of the deep freeze. And we had some part-baked baguettes which were on top of one of the cupboards, so I grabbed those down yesterday morning, cooked them off in the oven, chucked in some butter. We had 3 eggs left, so I beat those up, added a little bit of plant-based milk because we didn't have any milk at the time, turned it into a very flat little omelette, cut it in half, lined our baguettes with that, added in the sausages, and we had one of those each. Now I can't eat a whole 12-inch sub on my own. I have to have it in 2 6-inch bites or goes, right? So yes, because you know the best things come in smaller packages. Anywho, moving swiftly on, breakfast and lunch, that did us. And evening I grabbed some of the beef out that we had kept from Christmas, because we buy, if any of you guys have been following for a little while, those who don't know, we buy 3 really good joints of meat at Christmas time. We get the turkey, we get a ham, and we get a beef. Sometimes we get a lamb as well, a piece of lamb, and we cook them off and slice them up, and whatever's left over goes in the freezer for the next few months. So that, you know, because it is only me and Tanny, and at the end of the day, Tanny is the carnivore, I am more plant-based. Yes, I do eat meat on the occasion, as you will see from, as you know, from breakfast this morning and breakfast yesterday, but that's what we had in the cupboards. And when you are doing a pantry challenge, it's very difficult to be picky. Now, I'm not being picky, I'm eating what we have. I do have some veg. I have some veg meals that I made. In fact, I'll be looking at having some of the tomato, bean and kale soup that I cooked off later last year. I have some of that in the freezer, so I'll be having that for my lunch. Dinner tonight, leftover beef, mash and veg for Tanny, and I will be having what's left over the veg and making it into fritters for myself, because I really don't fancy any more beef. And I'm not a huge fan of mash, but I know he won't eat the peas and corn, so that I will turn those into peas and corn fritters for myself. And maybe add a tin of tuna and a bit of onion to it. I don't know. We've got some spring onions still in the fridge, so I might use some of that. and make some fritters out of that. That will then carry over and do me for probably breakfast and lunch tomorrow as well. So, you know, yeah, we'll get there, and then I'll delve into the depths of the deepest parts of the freezer to find something that Tanny will eat, which will be good. I know there's a foot-long sausage roll in there. Anywho, so yeah, that's pretty much what we're up to this month. That's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be putting out little shorts of, well, I'm going to be putting out the day's pictures from breakfasts, lunch and dinners over on Instagram for the duration of this month. I will be doing a few different videos, but I won't be doing anything to do with any of the series at the moment because I've got a lot of work to do before I get those done. I'm still learning Bertha. Bertha is actually on Windows 11. Windows 11 is significantly different to Windows 10 and any type of Windows we've had before. It is significantly different, and I am having to learn it. I'm also having to learn the new editing suite that I have, which is DaVinci Resolve. And I'm going to be using it in conjunction with Wondershare Filmora until such time as I am comfortable to just use DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, and at the same time I'm learning my new camera system and all of the bits and gubbins that go with that, because that's going to be stuff that happens more outside. And yes, there will be more filming with the good camera inside, but I need to be able to move around to be able to do that, and to do that we need to get the house in order, and the house is taking time because obviously I've not been well enough to stand, let alone shifting furniture. Okay, so yeah, but we'll get there and it'll be cool. And when we do. I just wanted to say hi to my new subscribers. Thank you so much. You're complete lunatics. I love you all. You're in good company because I am in no way normal. Yeah, and the plan is to still go ahead with the 8th of March live to celebrate 200 subscribers and the birth of Bertha 2.0. Now, the other thing I will be doing is I will be doing a test stream at some point to try and learn Melon. I have got Melon. Yay! I will be putting a link to that below because anyone who wants to do lives, it's like StreamYard, you can get your friends up on it, but for what they call their premium, I've got a link so that it only costs £5 a month forever instead of 15. So you'd be saving £10 a month or $10 a month forever if you use this link. Yeah, and that's how I talked Tanny into letting me have it just after he spent £2,000 on Bertha. Yeah, okay. Yorkshireman likes a deal, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, for those of you who've never been in the situation, spending £2,000 on one piece of equipment or one anything that doesn't put a roof over your head and doesn't get you from A to B is a significant payment for anything. For those of us who have never had that kind of money spent on us before, or had to spend that money before, it's a significant shock to the system. And poor Tanny for the last week has just been inside his own head going, I can't believe I'm spending this money. This sort of money she's going to leave me. She's going to take her computer and run. Okay, that's not going to happen. And I had to sit down to him over the weekend and go, look, right, you're sniping at me. Because Saturday he was sniping. And I understood because he was tired. He was absolutely exhausted all week because not only was he driving in stupid weather and had been on the road from 4 in the morning until he dropped in at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. He was literally coming in, grabbing a beer, talking to his mates, watching Mr. Miola and going to bed. And that was his life all week last week. So come Saturday, when he had a few more than one beer, he got snipey, and Sunday we had to sit down and talk about it and said to him, look, You and I are in the same boat here. I've never had anyone spend that much money on me. You've never spent that much money before. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And we can get back on top of our finances and everything else and get back in. And then he's just like, it all came out. And it was like, yes, but I've got to do this and I've got to do that and I've got to do this and I've got to do that. And I went, yes. And we will deal with that as it's got to happen. Because obviously now that I'm not living on disability payments anymore. We have to pay our own rent. We've got council tax to pay. We've got a lot. Basically, we have to put aside a week's wages just in tax. Just in tax, we have to put aside a week's wages. Another week's wages pays our rent and council tax. Another week's wages just about covers our bills, and that leaves us a week's wages to live on. So I will be going back to Twitch from next week, streaming from 5 in the morning to 9 in the morning here in the UK. I'm not quite sure what time that is over there, but I will be doing that because I need to. I don't have a choice. I will be doing my videos over here, of course, and basically my online presence will be my full-time job from now on because we need it to be. There is no choice. Although we'd been told we could get universal credit, apparently Tanny earns too much. They don't take certain things into consideration. They don't ask the right questions for a start. So we don't have that backup or help, and we need to be able to stand on our own 2 feet without anything. So for those of you who don't really get it, over here in the UK there are 9 million people who live between 7 grand a year and 12 grand a year. Poverty line. And it is poverty line. Okay, that was us. We've now moved up into the 12 to 26 grand a year mark, and we are classed as working poor. Still significant. We are working, but still needing help and struggling financially. So we can fix that, and I will be fixing that, and I will be getting on top of that. Obviously, I mean, once the chestnuts come back into leaf in the spring, they will be up on, I will be getting the website up and they will be on offer to people within Britain. I can't say the UK because I can't send them to Northern Ireland or Ireland anymore. The reason being, it would cost £700 in licenses and customs fees to send them. Don't have that sort of money at the moment. I do have another lot of chestnuts that are coming through for next year's lot, and I will be having those go out every year. So plus other trees and plants, etc., that will be on sale, and I will be finally putting my artwork up for sale as well. Something I haven't done yet properly. I've put it out there occasionally, gone, you know, I'm trying to get rid of stuff, can you guys buy it? And no one's ever bought it, so I'll put it up, and if it can be sold, it can be sold. If it is to be sold overseas, please understand that postage will have to be paid, and there will be no returns, no refunds on them. But anywho, that's for another video. Right now, I have to get to work. I have work to do, and I will see you guys later on. Whatever you are doing, just remember, better things are coming. Better things are coming. No matter where you are in life right now, better things are coming. They are. They're coming. They're coming for you. They can't not. They can't not. It's just whether you get to see them, whether you choose to see them or not. But better things are definitely coming. Okay? I love you guys heaps. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome rest of your day. Blessings.